Happy junior year, everyone. I'm so glad you're here today. We're going to dive into your students' junior year game plan and talk about the steps that will help make this a successful and exciting one. For those of you I haven't met yet, my name is Jennifer Django Cohen, and I'll be your student school counselor for the rest of their time in high school. Like many of you, I love traveling and spending time outdoors with my family. I'm excited to continue working with you during this important stage in your student's life. As a reminder, we have a wonderful school counseling website that you can access from the North Tahoe High School Programs Directory. This screenshot shows the home page, which is a central hub for many important tasks. Here you can book appointments, access forms for course enrollment and community service, and explore resources to support graduation, college preparation, and mental health. Everything you need is organized in one place to make it easy to navigate. Junior year is a really exciting time. By now, most students feel more confident in their academics and have flexibility to branch out with electives or classes that match their interests. Students are stepping into more independence, taking on more responsibilities, and maybe even driving. It's a year full of momentum since the brain is primed for learning and curiosity is high. But even with that growth, juniors still need guidance and support from the adults around them to make the most of this stage. Academically, junior year is the last full year for students to strengthen their transcript before college applications. Those who are behind in credit accrual may need to juggle a demanding schedule while making up past coursework. To compound this, adolescents are still in a critical stage of cognitive development, which can impact their decision making. At home, parents often face the challenge of finding the right balance between guiding their teen and allowing greater independence. With so many factors to manage, finding balance is key. It's important for students to supplement their academic requirements with rewarding activities. Some priorities may not even seem college app worthy, but that's okay. The goal is to prepare for life after high school and not become so hyper-focused that students miss out on the things that make high school fun. At North Tahoe High School, our staff is here to support every student as part of our school-wide curriculum. All students participate in regular social-emotional learning lessons, plus monthly pathways lessons focused on wellness and personal success. Students are also always welcome to check in with me or the counselors in the Wellness Center. A student's physical health is equally important to prioritize. Sleep, healthy eating, and staying active all help students maintain the energy and focus they need for busy days. If at any point you have concerns about your student, please reach out so we can explore support options together. Now let's move on to the academic portion of this talk and review what a typical junior year transcript looks like. An official transcript is the document colleges, professional programs, and future employers will reference both before and after graduation. Your student's transcript lists each semester of school. Right now, it will show 4 blocks reflecting freshman and sophomore years. You'll see course names, semester grades, credits, and the semester GPA. Each semester GPA averages into the overall GPA, forming the student's current cumulative GPA. One tip is for students to double-check their transcripts after the close of each semester to verify accuracy. Let's take a closer look at the GPA and credit section of the transcript. On the top left, you'll see 3 GPA calculations. The top 2 GPAs represent A through G approved courses only, so these don't include PE, TA, or other non-college prep classes. As a reminder, A through G courses are those approved by all California public four-year universities. The third GPA line includes all classes, whether college prep or not. You'll also notice 2 columns, one for weighted GPA and one for unweighted. The weighted GPA considers extra points for AP and UC transferable college courses, while unweighted GPA counts every class equally. On the right side of the transcript, you'll see the credit summary for the North Tahoe High School graduation requirements. Students not only need to meet each subject requirement, but also accumulate at least 220 credits to meet graduation requirements. Remember, each full year class earns 10 credits. Here are examples of the programs that may require official high school transcripts. 4 and 2-year colleges, trade or vocational schools, branches of the military, a job interview or job applications, the Peace Corps, and other gap year programs. First, let's talk about 4-year public college and university. California offers many options for in-state public colleges. The 9 UC campuses are highly competitive and require strong academic performance and extracurricular achievement. CSU campuses also provide an excellent education and have a higher likelihood of acceptance. Both UCs and CSUs require completion of the A through G course requirements for eligibility. Many students also consider public universities and colleges outside of California. With nearly 2,000 colleges nationwide, there are plenty of opportunities to find a school that's a good fit academically, socially, and financially. 2-year community college is also an excellent option for many students. They are generally non-competitive, affordable, and full-time California residents may even qualify for free tuition. Because of this, students don't need to apply to a long list of 2-year schools. They can focus on finding the best fit and apply directly to that program. When choosing a community college, students should consider factors similar to those for a 4-year school, such as location, program offerings, campus size, and housing costs. Additionally, students may want to explore guaranteed transfer programs such as the TAG agreement between certain California community colleges and UC campuses. Another post-secondary option is trade or technical school. These programs focus on professional skills that prepare students to enter the workforce right away. For students passionate about areas such as culinary arts, automotive mechanics, or medical assisting, among many others, this can be an excellent path. Many trades are experiencing worker shortages, offering strong job security, high pay, and fast advancement. And just like college, students can still access financial aid for these programs. Other programs that may interest students include military service or participating in a gap year program such as the Peace Corps. Throughout the year, military recruiters will visit North Tahoe High School, providing students with the opportunity to explore different branches and career paths. We will also offer the ASVAB twice, once in the fall and once in the spring. This assessment helps determine enlistment eligibility and identifies potential career options within the military. In addition, a variety of gap year programs are available, some of which are accredited by the Gap Year Association. Students often choose these programs to gain real-world experience while deferring college enrollment for a year in order to explore personal, academic, and professional interests. So now that we've reviewed different post-secondary options, let's touch on the college application process. Junior year is a key time to begin reflecting on preferences and exploring possibilities. Every student has access to a college and career research program called SCORE on their Chromebook. Login is easy and done through Clever. SCORE lets students build an activity resume, take personality assessments, and research colleges based on factors like location, size, athletics, academic programs, and admissibility. Using the Discover tab, students can create customized searches to find schools that are a good fit. Once students start narrowing down their favorite colleges or programs, they should connect with admissions offices. This can be done by what is called following a school on SCORE or reaching out directly through the program website. Many campuses also offer tours and open houses to help students get a feel for the environment. I will be inviting all families to schedule their individual learning plan meetings soon, and during that time we'll discuss post-secondary goals and I'll share resources for next steps. As students research, it's important to stay organized as well. Whether that's with an online spreadsheet, digital folder, or a binder, the key is creating a system to keep track of everything. Now let's discuss testing. There are many standardized testing options available to your students, and it may feel challenging to determine which options to choose. I will run through a brief overview, and you're welcome to connect with me if further questions arise. The PSAT is a practice SAT and not used in college admission decision making. Taking the PSAT is optional, completely free, and a great way for students to prepare for the SAT. While the PSAT is offered to sophomores and juniors, for juniors it holds slightly more weight because junior year scores are used to determine eligibility for the National Merit Scholarship Program. This program compares students' results across the entire country and awards recognitions based on achievement. The PSAT will be held at North Tahoe High School this fall, and registration closes soon. Communication has already been released about the registration process, so check in with me if you have any follow-up questions about this. The SAT is one of the official exams that colleges may utilize as part of their admissions process. North Tahoe High School is now offering the SAT for juniors right here on campus. Other local testing sites can fill out months in advance, which makes it hard for students to secure a spot. Due to this, we encourage families to take advantage of this opportunity. There will be a cost involved, and you can expect more details this winter when the registration invitation is sent out. These days, some students are choosing not to take standardized tests at all. For those who don't feel that their scores will reflect their academic strengths, opting out could be something to consider. This choice is possible because many colleges are now either test optional or test blind. At test optional schools, students may submit their scores if they'd like, but their acceptance will not be impacted if they choose not to send. Test blind schools, such as all the UC and CSU campuses, don't consider test scores at all, even if students do wish to submit them. It's also important to note that all community colleges are test blind, so if a student is planning to start at a 2-year school, standardized testing is not required. To learn more about test optional colleges, fairtest.org is a great resource and hosts an updated list of schools and their policies. It's important to note, however, that even at test optional schools, some competitive programs and scholarships may still require test scores. For that reason, if a student is undecided, it's often best to take the test. Having a score available provides the option to submit if needed while still keeping flexibility to apply without. Let's move on to AP exams. These are the exams offered each May for students enrolled in AP classes. If your student is currently in an AP class, they will have received a handout from their AP teacher with details about the registration process. To take an exam, students must opt in through their College Board account by the deadline. Please watch for future communication and reminders about this process. We've covered a lot of information, so let's close by reviewing your next steps and priorities this fall. Students need to start the year strong by attending class regularly, using their time in class wisely, and staying on top of assignments. Students should take time to reflect on their goals and interests and consider where they might want to be after high school. They should be beginning their college and career research and setting up documents to track activities, awards, and accomplishments. And lastly, it will soon be time to make decisions about taking the PSAT and AP exams. Check in with me and your teachers if you want to discuss this decision further. Once we reach the winter season, students will need to consider if it makes sense to register for the SAT. They'll make this decision based on the admissions requirements for their college plans. Students should also take advantage of college representative visits and other post-secondary opportunities that are available during lunch. As semester 2 rolls around in February, students should be keeping their grades up as they remain a top priority. And finally, for those who choose to take them, students will need to begin preparing for their AP exams that take place in May. One more reminder is that students should be working on fulfilling their 30 hours of community service. These hours are due as part of our graduation requirements. Students hopefully have around 16 hours logged at this point, which would put them halfway towards their 30-hour total. Pathways class also requires that students complete 4 hours of community service each semester to pass the class. These hours are part of the 30-hour total requirement for graduation. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this presentation, and I look forward to working with you and your student this year.